Protests around land took place earlier this week in Midrand, north of Johannesburg. The site of this week's protest was a plot in Rabie Ridge where residents in the community settled. It's understood the location was earmarked for further development, but residents say the land has been left vacant for more than a decade.
The land has been vacated for more than 15 to 20 years.
Sure.
So I believe at this point in time, nobody's going to come forward and say this is my land, unless that person provides the proper documents that confirms that this is his or her land.
I've been made to believe that there's at least 3 people who have come to you guys saying that they are the owners of this land. Who's the owner of this land, according to your understanding?
According to our understanding, there is no owner in this land. The land belongs to the people of Rabie Ridge.
The land is privately owned by the South African Housing and Infrastructure Fund, but residents say there have been multiple stories about who actually owns the land and demand to speak to the owner. Residents are currently backyard dwellers. They say they can't afford to pay rent, which is one of the reasons they are claiming the land.
Most of us are tenants. We are renting, and since Corona came, most of us are currently not working. We don't have any source of income. So masters or the landlords do expect us to pay rent, and where are we going to get that money from?
Tensions in the week escalated, with police intervening in order to maintain control of the situation. Police used stun grenades, rubber bullets and water cannons to disperse the residents who occupied the land. Land invasions have been a strong theme in recent months in Gauteng and across the country. Kokta MEC Lebogang Maile says that he understands the context of the land grabs.
Well, the land is owned by a private owner, that's the first thing. The second thing, there is a land hunger in Gauteng. The third thing is that there is a huge shortage of houses, and therefore our people are justified to be patient and to be angry, and unfortunately that leads to desperation in certain instances, and that's where criminal elements comes in, because they abuse the desperation, the genuine desperation of our people for housing, and they come in.
Meanwhile, CEO of SAHIF, Rali Mampiule, said that they are negotiating with government and other companies regarding plans for the land. And while Mampiule has not disclosed the details of the procurement, Lebogang Maile says government will not be pressured into buying the land. Land invasions aren't new to the country. Indonesia South, tensions between residents and land invaders have fluctuated since last year. During that time, the red ants evicted those living on land illegally and further destroyed illegally erected shacks. For Newzroom Afrika on Channel 405, I'm Ahmed Kajee.